Hi everybody, I'm Kavett, and we all know that the best part about winter is obviously snow. Well, if you want to bring the snow indoors without it melting all over your house, I'm going to show you how to make a 3D snowflake out of washi tape. For this project, you'll need silver stripe washi tape, crystal clear tape, a piece of string, a ruler, scissors, and a crafting board. We're going to start by making a piece of fabric that is 3 inches by 3 inches out of washi tape. Now to do this, cut a piece of tape that is about 6 inches long, about double, however big you want your fabric to be. Now very carefully, we're going to fold this over on top of itself, so make sure you're pulling it tight so that you don't end up with any bumps or folds in there. There we go. So now to continue making the fabric, cut another piece of tape that's about the same length and overlap it on the first one. Flip that entire thing over and cut another piece of tape that's about the same length. And then place that down right on the sticky side of your last piece of tape. Now we're going to repeat that until our fabric makes a 3-inch square. All right, now that it's about 3 inches tall, we can just trim off the ends. And there we go. Now that we have our washi tape fabric, we're going to fold it in half on the diagonal. And then fold it in half one more time to get a triangle that looks like this. Now we're going to cut 2 lines into the triangle, and I'm actually going to draw them onto mine so that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing, but you don't have to draw them, you can just go ahead and cut them. So we want our lines to be parallel to the longest edge of the triangle, and we want them to come up from this folded side. We're not using the side with the 2, we're just using this one folded side. So now that you've made your cuts, you can open it up, and you should have something that looks like this. Your cuts should be making these triangles on both sides of your square. All right, so now I'm going to just switch mine out for one that doesn't have pen marks all over it, and you're going to grab your crystal clear tape. Take a small piece of tape and then tape the 2 points for these smallest inside triangles together. And if you need to, you can grab a pencil or a pen, just kind of put that in there to help press the tape down. All right, now we're going to flip it over and we're going to repeat that with the next triangles. And now flip it over one more time, and we're going to tape these 2 outer points together. All right, and that is the basic building block for our snowflake. You're going to want to repeat this 6 more times so that you have 7 of these in total. Luckily, I already have 6 more of them made right here. Arrange them in a circle so that they're all pointing the same way. There we go, now you can see our basic snowflake shape. So now it's time to tape them all together. Begin with another piece of your clear tape and take your first section of the snowflake and just tape it onto the bottom of your next one. Continue doing that with the next 2 sections of the snowflake. And you can add more tape in between them if you want to make sure that it really stays secure. And now I found it's easiest to have 4 of them taped together and then to tape the other 3 together on their own. All right, and now that you have 2 sections of your snowflake, we're just going to tape the 2 halves together right in the middle. So now that all of the sections are attached, we're also going to add a few more pieces of tape here where they kind of touch right on the sides, and that's to make sure it really keeps its shape, it's not flopping around all over the place. All right, so there's our last piece of tape, and our snowflake is finished. Now to hang it up, just grab a piece of string and you can just kind of drop it through one of the sections of the snowflake and then tie a knot. And that's all there is to it. Now we've made this 3D washi tape snowflake that you would never guess is just made of washi tape. So if you liked this craft project, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the Duck brand for even more DIYs just like this one. I'll see you guys next time.